yet, so yeah, question marks if m0NESY isn't hitting shots.
I hope he does arrive to CS2, and maybe here in Katowice we'll get to see that. m0NESY and Nexa, the first 2 kills of this round, but Goofy is fighting back, and he's got himself 2 of his own. So no bomb plant yet, but ENCE certainly will lock those digits in. Now kylar punches them through, and we'll see a CT fight going down against the rejuvenated Hades. Swing around, couple of CTs coming their way, and Hades double dash right through 2. It's just niko left alone, and he's coming back in from jungle. So plenty of work here for niko to do. No kit on his back, and no hope in hell at the moment. He's got to worry about CT. That's the last spotted player, but he's also got to worry about a plethora of angles, and now he knows where Goofy is. niko runs out, does take him down, and 7 health left for niko in this one. Taps to try and draw Hades into it, but that time is ticking too far gone now, and niko. ENCE look to pop Nexa's head.
Well, it's kylar who just deletes niko from Khan. That's a nice shot from kylar, and even the spam, the return spam through the smoke by the MAC-10. Gushes up Hunter. Defense is forced to go passive.
And Nexa is slipping closer into the bomb site around the back of that smoke. It's DH that is the first victim of the rifle, but Nexa couldn't quite control the garden hose for the second kill. And oh, m0NESY, you don't see him miss those often, even on the second chance. kylar takes him out, and G2 are out of this one.
That's not what you like to see. That's not what you like to see at all. Just battered and bruised, and ENCE have a nice easy round. Hades will fall, but that's going to be the last kill, and G2 going to save a couple of M4s.
I was saying in the previous series, I bumped into Tessus when they had that opening game versus G2 in the groups, and he was just saying, damn, we got right. And we've got a lot of reunions coming up here in Katowice. And that is m0NESY dead. 1 kill so far from m0NESY. Hasn't arrived to this game at all. And that's going to be frustrating for him, just getting caught through that smoke. Can't do anything. There's no fight to be had for m0NESY here.
Yeah, what a nice counterplay from kylar. niko's going to roll over, but because there's such a stack at the A bomb site, they're going to leave that in place. They're going to just trust niko, and if they go B, round's done. Here, they have a phenomenal chance. HooXi at the back of the site. Next on Hunter, aggressive towards A ramp.
The split at the ready. Hunter and Nexa still moving forward. That old crazy push, and Goofy comes back in to clear out Hunter, but they haven't detected Nexa. Now that second player ramp is going to give away his position, and that plant is coming in around the other side of default. So bomb is down, Nexa taken out, and 6-round play. Now m0NESY looking to show us what he's got with that deagle. Missed shot on that first. And a shot of that AWP whizzes on by his head. He wishes he had one in his hands, but he does not. And ENCE are into the bomb site. Bomb is down, and an AK-47 now in the hands of Nexa. niko boosting him over the top of short, seeing if Nexa can get eyes on Hades, and he will. So the underworld closes, and we've got a 2v3 as G2 still peppering the remaining defenders in this post plan. kylar at the back of the bench is spamming down as much as he can, and it's m0NESY on 3 health. Oh, kylar. Yeah, that lack of bomb is certainly going to indicate.
Well, it's going to end at the A bomb site. Hades has fallen back from B, so he'll pick up the bomb on the way.
Oof. They've lost another player. It's not going to be much of an attack here for ENCE. So they picked up the bomb. They're trying to get through window, and niko. Good crosshair placement, just waiting for that player to come through the window. But kylar has decided he doesn't want to go in that.
I think this round just ends in a stalemate. They just call a save at this point. 20 seconds for them to make a move. Dia's close up to the B bomb site, but Hades backing away to T-spawn with the bomb. So yeah, this round's done. Second round for G2. They survive with all 5 players. Flawless victory as well. No one's taken any damage. They get to build up some money, and they'll close the gap just a little bit further.
And that's just 2 kills from m0NESY when he gets the AWP out to secure this round too. It makes it uncomfortable for ENCE. They never find the across the teams in this competition, and this is great energy from ENCE out middle. Okay, sick headshots. That's G2 just crushed instantly.
Yeah, what a rebuttal from ENCE. They're just like, okay, play middle. We'll throw out extra flashbangs that you won't expect.
Ooh, Glaive getting uncomfortable. But HooXi is just put down with utility. So DHa's got the angle. HooXi flicks back and smashes him in the face.
Yep, but what can you do? Molotov down in place. ENCE has infested this entire A bomb site. There's nowhere Nexa and HooXi can go. They're closing the gap as if they're going to challenge for this, and HooXi's actually put in a doable situation. Nexa's going to keep coming. One more kill towards CT spawn, and it's on, and Hades just a little too overeager. It's time to rein it back in, boys.
Oh, they do not rein it back in. They rain down on HooXi, and he gives them a headshot in return. It's suddenly only Goofy, and what a goofy round this is being from ENCE. They've let this slip after opening up middle with 3 kills. They walk into HooXi thinking the job is over, and HooXi, on the rare occasion, steps up with a really impactful round here. Tap on that defuse, not committing to it, and HooXi with the 4K. More of that, please, Mr. HooXi.
No business winning that. And that...
Oh my god, get hard cleared, Hunter. Oh my goodness. Could not stop that, but HooXi, what has he had for breakfast? Another double kill. He's done enough to keep G2 ahead on the player count here.
Yeah, but keep an eye on the health of m0NESY. Only 10 HP. He's going to be a really late play in towards market, especially with an AWP. So if niko and Nexa can't create anything, can't find a kill, m0NESY's just bailing out. DreamHack
and Glaive. 2v3 post plank. DreamHack has to change position. Fortunately didn't take damage from that Molotov, so they don't know where he is. But now he's up against 3. They will surely find him in just a moment. And what a clear from... And that timing to take a step back has actually allowed him to stay alive, because m0NESY would have certainly hit that shot. And now he's looking back towards ramp instead. Oh, m0NESY's going back this time, but Kylar's close. Oh, m0NESY's dead to rights. Doesn't even get one out of it.
Yeah, again, like very aggressive, running into it, scoping into it. Plenty of information for Kylar and Goofy to be gathering and ready for those engagements. That's a banger shot, and this defense is gutted.
Absolutely gutted. Nexa at least gets that headshot. Needs another one. Wants to draw this back to even numbers on that player count. So the bomb plant is coming through. Hades will secure that, and ENCE now with a 4v3. Now, they lost a 4v2 previously. I think that's been a slap in the wrist to focus up in these situations.
Yeah, also this one is really contested even as the plant goes down, so nobody's going to be too crazy. Goofy's still waiting in underpass, but no indication the retake is happening means he doesn't have to make a move.
Yeah, and HooXi's coming through connector, so once he does that, it'll be Goofy's timing to peek out for the underpass and take out HooXi. And Nexa trying to battle his way back in from Ticket, but it has not really got that far. niko, the time is too far gone for him to have any real effect on this round. He is going to drop back in towards the connector and confident. And he's going around that corner, seeing if he can spot HooXi jumping. You can hear those steps, you know you're going to get a time, you're at least going to get a chance. It was such a tough shot to hit. And HooXi drops off after the warning shots whiz by. But m0NESY, another unorthodox missed shot from him. And he's knocked out by Glaive. So blistering through this A bomb site with a headshot now creates space for ENCE. And you've got another superstar on this team in niko trying to step up, but he's distracted, transitions back well enough to get one, but the rest of the kills are all here for ENCE. 29 seconds left. HooXi on the rotation over, but his teammates haven't given him a very easy round. He'll have to do it all on his own.
HooXi's been balling, bro. Like 11
so
kills.
Crazy.
That's a 6 shot.
He be HooXi. He absolutely do be HooXi. Glaive and DreamHack, they're the mid players here for ENCE, and they're looking for this fight. Good nade. Oh my god, that's one of the best nades I've ever seen. And DreamHack's going to step up with a triple off the back of it. He didn't even need the grenade because he just hit all headshots, and Kylar flicks up to Palace. That's the pistol, just like that.
Yeah, when the kills come out in mid like that, 3 kills for DreamHack, it forces niko to make a play before he wants to. He's got to try and catch somebody off guard, wants to hit a timing where someone's attention is shifted away, and there's just no joy in that fight. Goofy's pushed up as well, so m0NESY's got the bomb, but there's so much danger in this route he has to walk.
It's time for m0NESY to sign. And he's going to go around that corner. Goofy's waiting for him, and m0NESY, oh my...
Go's starting to jiggle and starting to make his move up the ramp.
Coming through connector, G2 attempting an A split. And the defense isn't really set up to deal with this too well. You've hoped that Goofy can get back towards CT in time, but it doesn't look great right now for the defense. And Goofy has actually got towards CT. G2 taking their time.
But they've slowed it. Okay, good Molotov. Kyler's going to be forced into the open. He's just...
Oh, he got one.
He wins one. He wins one, and there's the burn. Goofy goes down as well in spawn, and that even all that time had not bought a whole lot for ENCE's defense to shift over to this bomb site.
Oh, DreamHack, he can disrupt this, though. He's close in jungle, not ready for Hunter to be around the corner. And the Bloodhound smells blood. It is now Glaive left alone, coming through Palace. And this is better from G2. Yet to plant that bomb, and m0NESY's considering the flank from Glaive. He's looking towards Palace intermittently, but his timing has worked in favor of the Danish in-game leader. He comes out, m0NESY's down, but is Glaive going to detect the second player close towards ramp, and that's next up. And yeah, interesting position against m0NESY, and it's not going to work. That's the rifle.
Yeah, and that can't be recovered. There's no chance at recovering that whatsoever. Glaive's going to walk it. They're already up ramp as well. Glaive likely to go. Oh, no. He found Nexa, and niko never peeks off the ramp.
Yeah, that shot is chef's kiss from Glaive. Out towards ramp. He now has a rifle that he recovers off the corpse of Kylar. And that push from DreamHack has given it right back over into the hands of G2 and niko, but now they know there's an AWP on the field. As Hades making that work against HooXi, and niko decides to strike out Glaive. So 3v2, G2 have the advantage, but for how long can they hold it? This fight in mid goes the way of Hunter, and that should confirm it now. Hades should absolutely save this weapon.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be allowed. Well, actually, maybe Hunter doesn't look too ready for it. And a good shot from Hades.
I'm not a huge fan of how that round ended up playing out, but not, you know, cool ideas in there for ENCE, I guess, to try and recover things. So I'll hit some nice shots.
The term I always use in this scenario, Jason, is interesting.
Yeah.
And Hunter enters short. And we have under a minute left on this clock, and here comes Hades around that corner. Oh, he's got them, lining them up. The double kill is swift, and a 3v3 established thanks to niko's kill back. And Goofy now inside of this B bomb site. He's the players we set eyes on. He's got rotations coming to help him here, looking to try and close G2 out here on Mirage and end this chapter of map 1. Goofy peeks, there's the kill on HooXi, and a second in this awkward engagement in the apartments. Goofy's taking multiple headshots, but because that brick wall is protecting him against that Galil, he'll stay standing for a second longer, but they've both fallen in that B side, and it leaves Glaive in a 1v2. They're damaged goods, and Glaive could clutch this.
Poor Nexa had hit 5 headshots to get that kill. Glaive's going to shift over, there's no kit.
And we haven't seen the Glaive performance we've seen prior against Astralis. It's been much quieter individually. But he has an opportunity now to close this one out. But there's so many angles he's got to worry about. And he doesn't have the utility. He doesn't have the kit. So this becomes an almost impossible clutch. But what a shot. Glaive gets it down into the 1v1. And now it's against niko, the second best player in the world last year. And niko's not...
Information on how many players were actually there. It might as well have just been all Hunter. Good rebuttal. Good response from Kyler. But need a couple more of those.
Ooh, Hades nearly provides you what you want, and he does eventually on the more difficult shot. And now the pistols come to play. Oh no, G2, not like this. Not in this round, up against the weaker guns. This first map is about to slip away. Hades dives down into the sandwich. m0NESY going for the...
A mid-push.
Yeah, it's only Nexa, like you said, but here's the resources coming through middle. Let's see if they can get in behind them, but let's see what Nexa can do on that first test. If he can stall them out, if he can delay them, he can allow his teammates to come around the backside, and Nexa does so well. A double kill on the entrance of A, and it's an absolute massacre on that flank. It's just DreamHack left, and one of those ifs, well, it's been answered, because here's the pistol for G2. DreamHack looking for a bomb plant. That's fantastic. That's extra cash. He's allowed his teammates a good force buy, and m0NESY would have loved that plant. And they're going to be making their way through mid.
It's not the most dangerous force buy. Normally there's a few more rifles. Oh, HooXi, if you rotate too fast, Glaive gets a pre-fire off. Good headshot. Heard some footsteps on the build-up, but 2 players at this A site, including niko.
Including niko. Let's see if that's the big factor here. niko towards the back of the cake, looking to do more than one, and well, he will not do that. This force buy is very scary in the end. It's very effective. It's forced G2 away into the safe call, and that's a brilliant bounce back from ENCE, and frustrating for G2.
Yeah, that pre-fire from Glaive is nasty with the MAC-10. He hears HooXi's footsteps tracking over towards the temple exit and just swings, already firing bullets. So 1-1, we're all tied up. ENCE with an immediate response. And G2's going to save a couple of M4s. We'll see what they bring forward in the next round.
And you know, you talk about the...
This won't cause a shift though. There's 3 defenders here and not a single body from ENCE is even committed.
So Kylo has to really try and sell it, and he just dies instantly. So Nexa picks that up, says there's no one else, and now readies this A defense to be steady. It's niko. With that smoke up in his face, it blows open, and niko and m0NESY, the 2 scariest players in G2 to go up against, and they cut through this ENCE attack.
Yeah, that was always going to be a very low percentage round. Hades comes back for one more as HooXi spots him crossing canals. He just rips his head clean off. It shouldn't be any more chase from G2. They don't have money to take more losses, so stalemate from here. They'll allow everyone to...
It's dark. It's quite a commitment for HooXi early on. He's held back by Flash. In fact, it's a bit awkward here for HooXi. I can't believe he manages one out of that. ENCE had to trade it, and they did.
Nothing. Slow down again. Glaive flirting with this smoke on bridge. And gonna step through as it fades. niko's already conceded the ground and shifted to the A bomb site. Him and Nexa working in tandem. Looking like a split towards that A bomb site, so niko better look back at some point. But Glaive can still investigate Temple and call his team back.
Not only that, but m0NESY starting to move into the Temple too. Glaive better pray that m0NESY doesn't check to his left, and he does start to think about it, but Glaive knocks him out before he can have impact. And now where do they go with this one? There's still a lot of time left.
Yeah, but Glaive's just straight up disappearing. Ninja vanished. Kyler and Hades rotating all the way back around. Goofy can go canals. Hunter has shifted back to try and find him in middle because niko and Nexa are blocked off.
Yeah, but in doing so has left that B bomb site open. So he can go over there for ENCE, and it's completely free.
Completely free. Glaive has just worked his team. I was going to say a free bomb plant, but now niko's here.
He mollied himself off. Was actually delayed them and allowed Hunter to get in behind him. And oh my goodness, this could just absolutely fall apart at the hands of ENCE. Good shot from Hades. Needed to remove niko, but remember, Hunter's still coming through the darkness, and Kylar eradicates him. Now Nexa has to clutch, and he's sweeping through this bomb site. Just one player left in Glaive, and next. m0NESY has to change position, and he'll nail that one. Hades had no opportunity to react in time. m0NESY gets out of the fire, and niko now on fire in mid. It's a good kill on Glaive, and ENCE have lost 2.
Yeah, m0NESY made that look so fluid. That switch around with the Molotov into the peak, and then him and niko have great protocols. m0NESY falls back to flash for niko's follow-up peak, draws one more ENCE player out into the open, and this is perfect control of mid. niko could just back away. Job's kind of done at this point.
Oh, trying to get a little boost going there, but a fumble. And they're worried because it made a lot of noise that G2 would be primed on the other side. So they're going to go elsewhere. They're going to dive down into the canal and now accelerate over towards B, where DreamHack currently is with that bomb. Hunter plays from Ivy, looking to be poisonous. He spots the back of Kylar, who is encroaching upon his position, and Hunter is forced away. Goofy actually got a double. I can't believe ENCE have found a way back into this again. This is the little ENCE that could. And now the retake for niko is attempted through the Temple, and nothing going his way just yet. DreamHack swings him, looking to bring his rifle into the play. And he's got 2 players inside of Temple pinned as niko and Nexa make their way back in. It's all on Goofy with 3 players left, and oh my god, Goofy, he's got another one. A 1v2, but overwhelmed. And a deeper molly this time. ENCE are kept out, and Hunter feels confident to go for a peek off the back of this. And it might work out well for him, or it could end in misery, which is exactly what happened. So m0NESY's turn, just a single kill. Wallbang headshot from Kylar comes in. m0NESY's put in the ground, and that's the plant in for ENCE.
m0NESY got stuck trying to get back into cover, just ran into the corner and couldn't get away from Kylar.
Yeah, we've all been there in CS2, and now niko, HooXi, and Nexa are the trio.
I don't think you go for it.
That are left in this one, and yeah, it doesn't look too realistic. And
man down, no nades.
It's a walk away from them. Their chances will come in the later round.
Oh, that's painful. Hunter as well looking over the Molotov, had Goofy just hanging out right behind the flames, his little head poking up and just couldn't find it.
Well, that will be 4 for ENCE, and I gotta say, as soon as they get the full buyout, Jason, back to winning ways. Oh, HooXi could take it. earlier in the half. Didn't work too well. Next is trying it this time. He's got a good position, and with Modesty, it works out well. Hunter's applying pressure outside A. D-Hot and Goofy withstand all of the pressure, and in fact, win all the fights.
I feel like Diaz Galil just had 60 bullets in it.
He's just holding down MOUZ 1.
And it never ended. Spamming as well. Now they've already crossed bridge. niko and HooXi past the vision. Oh, this flank could be devastating. It's going to take so long for ENCE to scale up canals. Modesty can just go passive, stay alive.
Is anybody thinking about the flank? Yeah, Goofy's having a little look every now and then, but more towards A. Not expecting it to come from the T-Sar side, and here's Modesty. No, that's so heartbreaking for him. Modesty had a chance to line up multiple opponents and didn't get a single one, so now it has to be HooXi in his stead. It's two coming in for HooXi. niko forced into the fight and actually works out for him. He gets that bomb plant denied.
If it all works, it's going to be great, but if one player goes down, the whole thing's going to collapse.
A house of cards, you may call it. Well, there's multiple things I suppose you can call it then, but if you take one piece out of a Jenga tower, it will stand, and there's Goofy. Let's see if it is Jenga or a house of cards indeed. It seems to have collapsed completely. And so now we're looking at G2 with 40 seconds left in this round, and they've got the player advantage, and the maneuver towards B is being set up. Yeah,
really hard to pull off that setup when you don't get that initial contact. You don't get those initial fights with the aggression, at least one or two players. Now they got to sink back into the B bomb site. Diaz going to drop. Oh, Nex is waiting, but it don't matter.
Yeah, he just drops on down into the water, gets his feet wet and gets a kill. Glaive does even better than that. He doubles his kill count, and now it's Hunter running away. Oh, that is a tough one to swallow for G2, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got no time to go elsewhere either. This is just going to be a save. 22 HP, 1v3, and far away from the bomb site. So even despite the kills going in the direction early of G2, ENCE recover. Good positioning on defense, and Glaive through smoke.
Oh, Hades' shadow. He shot a little early because of the shadow. HooXi took a weird maneuver, a weird movement down the stairway that allowed him to get that kill on the AK-47. Modesty getting bullets whizzing past him. He's allowing Hunter to move on in. One kill towards the back of the platform, and Modesty needed to nail that one, and he absolutely finds it. It's Kylar left in a 1v4. This one's not winnable, of course.
Cool idea.
G2 got 7.
Cool idea from ENCE. Goofy just couldn't track Modesty. Maybe it's a little bit different if he's able to get that kill and then perhaps push B main and get into some cover, but that follow-up flashbang looked like it would have been real nice. Yeah, 7th round. Good on G2 for cracking it open. Hunter getting a little bit of a relaxing, calming Polish massage.
Now, would you call Taz's hands meat claws as well? Or
not to his face.
Yeah, no, we'll leave that to Maui. We'll leave that to Maui. But Kylar, it's a bit of a boring situation for him, but at least he's got a nice view. He'll hang on to that AK.
They've got money built up as well, so it's not any kind of red flag situation quite yet for ENCE in terms of their economy. Next round will be. Next round will be a little bit of an issue if they're to lose that one, because they're going to have to probably invest everything. Hades will want that ult back, he'll want that shot back that he missed down window. The G2 pull themselves within 3. Remember, this series is for a spot in the... Well, they can at least block off Hunter down window. Kyler's got that, but can't do anything about the A bomb site itself. Hades is going to risk it all and come right through. He's going to run into flames and disappear back into the smoke. He said, nah, that's a bad idea. I got nothing.
Yeah, get out of there. And I'm glad he made it out. But with that kill they got initially and the delay tactic used by Hades with that utility, they do have a really good chance at retaking this one, ENCE, and pushing themselves to series point. Monasty's got eyes on the retake attempt through A main.
You need a flashbang from Goofy. That could actually change this. If that flashbang comes in and they take out Modesty, missed shot.
Missed shot definitely helps too, and Hades has removed niko from the equation. And Modesty, what he's gone to, Hades is just ripping apart this G2.
Were weird, unusual, but they're rising to the challenge.
D-Hop and Hades stop the first 2 players, and now just 3 away. ENCE have done it, and they've done it in style. The playoffs wait in front of them, and the kills are all coming through.
This is a throwaway round.
Yeah, it's done.
This is all over.
This setup's perfect.
If Bit can just keep the attention drawn, and he's done more than just to draw the attention, he's actually drawn blood twice. And with the help of Alexi thrice, 3 bodies already down for Eternal Fire. And this looks like it's already a done and dusted pistol. Just as easy as that, they managed the ramp aggression. JL was the housekeeper of this top site, and now he might get a bit of action. Well, he does, but it's a quick one from Calix. Punishes JL on top of the hut.
A bit dropped. Oh, well, never mind. Alexi will finish. Top hut molly. Emma forced off the roof. Alexi might get some info on the next jump spot. They are setting up the boost.
He gets the info and gets away, Alexi.
Big rotation coming to help him.
You'd assume they've got some space now. Taking down Alexi. Rotations through. Bit already towards the clock position. And Wonderful supporting as well. This is by no means a guarantee for Eternal Fire. It's about this next engagement. It's Wonderful. Brings the fight to Xantares. Takes him down on control. Bit activates as well. The molly through the flames. Wonderful finds another. It makes the best of a bad situation, and Calix, he's nading those doors. He's trying to find an equalizing frag. It's Bit that denies. A great headshot and no time for the rest. Madja, they know someone had to have thrown that top util.
I just love that decision from Wonderful, knowing that they're going to get zoned out by the util. So he pushes himself in, so does Bit, and they take down Madja, so they remove it. Especially considering we just highlighted the fact you killed Madja after time. So now they've got a free AWP. It's going to do wonders for Eternal Fire's finances and confidence. It's a really nice round to win.
Oh, wow. JL's handled that very well. 2 nades towards his position. Avoids the majority of the damage and still catches that first extension of Xantares.
Still like they want to force the issue with the molly to top heart and Wakadia in heart.
But they know JL's not playing towards the hut position after finding one towards the back site.
Testing ramp again.
Wonderful's here earlier this time. Roxix there as well. Calix, that's a free frag. Straight into the scope of Wonderful. 2-man advantage for Navi to return immediately to their victorious ways. Wakadia spotted out. Seeing if he could find another way in. They return to lobby, no ground. Barely a leg to stand on here. JL needs to reload, and with him gone, this suddenly becomes possible. Lexi B does catch Woxic on the exit. Same with JL top hut. Did take the round. Navi, quick return. Back to form.
Side, nobody could have crossed secret, I don't believe. Feels like it has to be A. Navi should have a great idea. This needs to be through lobby.
Yeah, Emma's going to be repositioned, and down goes JL. They build into the site. Huge one from Calix. He wins his duel and builds upon it onto Alexi. The site is lost. And they've got 20 seconds to spare. Where's that bomb? Actually looking to get it down. Plans for heaven. Held by the AWPer. Wonderful. Still towards garage.
It would need to be offered something to try and go for this retake now. Bit well and truly out of position. We saw he was just highlighted still over towards ramp, so a long way in. And that somehow works for Eternal Fire. I think it's the dink into the hut player, which was Calix. That kill, if it went the other way, right, that would have completely stalled the progression, because Alexi underarmed his own flash, pushed through the main smoke. He was able to grab one of his own, but it was that duel towards hut that I think was the difference maker for Eternal Fire to put their second on the board.
Oh yeah, I also just feel like that top side duel would have gone on Squeaky. I think it might have been Ime.
He was top hut, wasn't he? He got mollied off.
Okay, so maybe JL. But yeah, it was bizarre just seeing that go so...
Looked like it was going to be. Waterfall smoke onto main. So this is telling them they want to fight towards heaven.
Xantares audible.
Oh, he's past Bit.
Yeah, he's found the gap. Oh, and Bit eats that flashbang. Beautiful from Wakadia. A bit of team play there.
Well, like Bit got baited into that.
From the steps of Xantares.
Yeah.
Alexi's communicating it, and then the flash comes through. You're right, it was almost like a sequence. Alexi, though, composes himself. Catches Calix. Are they going to consider this from Xantares? They are, but he's too quick on the draw. So much pressure now being applied across the board. He's worried about both sides of ramp. Yeah, maybe he has to just get out of there.
Well, if bomb goes B, oh, the timing on this.
Oh, if he could still be in trouble. He has no answers about low side either.
He's not turning around.
No, Magisk got him. Beautiful. Wow, this is one of those rounds where Eternal Fire, they've just got their finger on the pulse and one, if not 2 steps ahead of Navi.
And I wanted to say that's what it looks like Alexi has right now, but it only looks like he has the understanding of exactly what's going on across the map, because you're seeing with his reactions, the way that he's putting himself in certain scenarios, is Not a bad shot there from Jail at all. We'll remove the life of Xantares. But Alexi feels like he has a very good idea of the fun and games that Eternal Fire are up to in a lot of these plays. He seems one step ahead, doesn't feel like the information's against him, but it's quite difficult to make sure that's flowing to your teammates to make those split-second reactions as it's happening.
Yeah, and I think it also is a really big component in any skill level of Counter-Strike in the sense that, you know, it can't just be Alexi that has that level of awareness.
Well, yeah, but this is so odd from Bit, right? So we're talking about the fact that a player's able to jump off main and go around, and obviously that seems like it's Bit's responsibility to try and challenge Wonderful's AWP, or
they keep throwing one.
Find the weaknesses.
One of the smokes, like this smoke the Magic keeps throwing, it's spottable. Nice from Arcadia to level it out. Now they know where Wonderful is. Another smoke grenade to hold them at bay. It's very lobby-centric. Oh, spam, spread. Magisk Molly does find a huge opening kill towards that top site. With the AWP down, Bit starts to tuck into the site. He's going to give them ramp. It's not in his interest to give them that 2v4 should he go down.
It looks like it's going to be A, and there's nobody in position.
JL just dropped as well. Wicardia may have heard that. Stampeding through those vents.
Well, Lexi's just blocked Squeaky.
They know where everyone is, though. He's trying to catch JL up the vent, and beautiful. Wicardia's won them the round.
They're toying with Navi, aren't they? Alexi gives it a good go. Bit shouldn't be long for this world. Xantares is more than ready for this. The AK strikes. Bit goes down.
It's out of the CTs. You can see Xantares throwing out the incendiary. There is a window of opportunity for him to get across. Oh, no, there isn't. The power of the HE cancels his plans, foiled and sprayed on down. Navi have lost IEM. Bit with a Molly 4 top up. Wicardia swings on out, catches Alexi just before the smoke does bloom. One back from Wonderful. Bomb is on JL, and they only really have lobby control. You don't want to go ramp late if Woxic's holding it like this. You're really struggling to get past that. Madge is worried about Yard, understandably. He's doing...
Squeaky lurk smoke.
Squeaky lurk.
Just trying to give them an option, or at least he was thinking about it. It could have been something they could have worked with, but I think that would just allow the smoke to fade over at the door, which I believe it has, and now they can just try and aim map out. So this is the best option that they have available. Steps are heard. They have to play ahead of this. Oh, that's a meaty nade.
Yeah, JL should be dead, and there's double spray from Xantares. Has won them that round, not far off on the wall bang. Wonderful. He's going to get run down. Magic's got the perfect weapon for the job, and even closing that gap from behind is Woxic. 9 HP. And they've heard the ascent.
Woxic might catch him. 7 seconds. We've already had Magic go down after time for $0. Well,
oh dear.
Wonderful. Might not be long for this world. Woxic's the only one that can get close. Obviously risking the AWP just around the corner. Didn't catch you through the second.
Yeah.
Oh, it's landed. It's landed. It's perfect.
Hey, Matt. Is he anticipating this angle from Xantares? He does clear it. Great awareness and a good headshot. An opening kill for Navi. We're at the business end of Nuke here. This Eternal Fire's pick. Now they're operating at a disadvantage. Down the vents is Wicardia, acknowledging that the necessity for a rotation to the low site.
That does just leave Madra on the top side, because at the moment there's rotations. Calix has dropped down towards B to help as well. Woxic has now taken the AWP over towards ramp. Madra trying to puff up his chest and seem bigger than he is as U2 teams in towards the top side. Rotation, remember, very far away.
But you know Xantares is dead. You know that IEM is across. This pop onto top, JL just has to find Madja.
Needs at least 2, you'd think.
And with the help of Wicardia, somehow it looks great for Eternal Fire. This is awkward, but Bit dead as well to Madja. Holds on, there's his 3 in his solo defense of the top site. Now they're in lobby. What's IEM supposed to do? He's got a rock and a hard play situation, and Woxic will...
He's not going to bait. He knows when he needs to take that type of a risk. And it is a risk going on the vent try. That's a big one.
Yeah, man just thought he could get away with just throwing out the HE, trying to set up his boys outside. And instead, it's resulted in another early casualty for Eternal Fire. Didn't have an effect in the last one. They converted thanks to Madja and Wicardia.
This time there's 2 across.
Well, he's willing to take that fight. Wicardia's holding him, confirms Alexi B's presence.
Problem is, how do you get the bomb across? Wonderful is at the back of this, the tail of the outside pack. I've only got flashes to do so. Literally no mollies or smokes available. Fortunately, Xantares has dropped back because this lower pressure is a possibility. Xantares very late to this. Needs to be cautious of everything.
Ime, he's really warming into things now. This is high impact double from Ime and for Na'Vi.
Well, that's how you get across. Force the rotation, completely take their eyes off of outside. But if they return to A, Wakadia, he's in main. Calyx is on heart.
Are they really doing?
38.
They're overthinking. They're walking into Wakadia. He's held firm. He holds fast. Great shot out of Wonderful. Spray gets away from Wakadia. Top site is theirs. And it's just woxick's AWP.
That could have really gotten out of control, couldn't it? So some fortunate shooting. Good stuff to right the ship. And it was just woxick to try and retain this AWP.
But these are the kind of rounds we expected from Na'Vi in the sense that, oh, it hasn't gone perfectly, but their individuals have bailed them out. You know, Ime has found 2 incredibly high-impact solo frags. And then this one there where Wonderful hits a cracking deagle shot to get them into that top site.
But you just highlighted it, right? So it's 2 rounds in a row where they've been able to find the opening picks. This time round, they capitalize on it. So yeah, Maja taking a risk to try and throw that nade out, gets caught, and this is great from Ime, right? He's down there with a lot of space. He has a very big job to do to try and relay information and win that type of a fight. And the rest of them can explode as a unit.
Oh, Xantares is there in support. Lexi hears this rotation, faking sound cues. Xantares hoping to find an opening kill all the same.
woxick, they're open heart. I'm not sure they'll be ready for this.
Yeah, returning after your trophy campaign, it could end badly. That's a very good flash onto JL, but no push on it. 45. Uncomfortable now for Na'Vi with 5 CTs still standing. Wonderful just trying to contain the lobby push. Here they come into the what a shot from Wonderful. woxick doesn't even have a chance to react. It's JL wide, and they trade off nicely into the top site, and it looks like Na'Vi have done enough for 11.
Yeah, beautiful clear, Wonderful. That is massive work from him. Removes the head and removes the threat. JL also swinging in towards Squeaky, so aware of the response from Eternal Fire. We tie things up 11-11. Now it's about the hunt. That was a costly investment to go for double orbs. So they're already starting to investigate over towards main. Bit up in the heavens. Or was. He might be able to get the jump on this in CT spawn if he continues to creep and crawl forward. Xantares is already tucked in deep. It looks like he's searching elsewhere. I know that Madra over towards ramp, dropped down towards the lower side, so maybe he's gotten off the secret. That's not the case at all. So they're looking in all the wrong places in Na'Vi. But late in this one, another close affair.
It's important they save that AWP. Xantares, he's just bringing the fight straight to them. JL deleted, and he's not stopping there. Charging in with Magisk's help. They've taken full lobby. They're heading T-roof. This is to throw a knockout blow. Na'Vi on Eternal Fire's map. Pig getting shot from the T-roof at 1:30. That's one hell of a call. One hell of a play. Look where Calyx is right now. He is a CT.
He's on the screen, mate.
Oh, dear. Alexi clears him out. I couldn't quite believe the aggression they just threw into the mix.
I think Na'Vi are very lucky that Bit went for an all-in play as well. He dropped straight on towards main and jumped around towards the heaven position. He actually got a one-on-one against woxick. woxick wasn't ready for that at all, so Bit's actually bought them a lot of space and caused issues for Eternal Fire. Because if Na'Vi were just very heavy in lobby and didn't take any space in yard at all, they'd be screwed right now. So I like the tenacity of Eternal Fire to go for such a play to get themselves to 13. It set them up in a 3-on-3, and they're currently rerouting. Bit at range, chip down.
Oh, he'd have loved that kill. Makes it awkward now. Brought low, and they have that info.
They're essentially all over towards this hell and heaven position. So if the bomb starts to... Oh, just doubting for a moment is Xantares.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely get a lot of info from this heaven position. If they try and just cross, he's been spotted out. Alexi gets across. They're going to try and take this bomb down lower.
Wakadia's already on B.
Fast responder. Can get to clock in time.
Single door. I guess they're going to throw out a smoke and try and go backside. He should know the pathing here.
This is Wakadia's chance to secure the map for Eternal Fire, and it's a perfect headshot. Takes down Ime. Just bitten Alexi, trying to get that bomb down now. If they could just spam him, Alexi at least gets away with that. Bomb is planted, flames burning him down to a crisp, to a cinder. There's nothing left for Na'Vi here. Helpless Bit in the clutch. He's fortunate they haven't held the defuse. He's going to be flustered though. Comes on in. The first is all he finds.
Grenade any moment.
Scrutiny early, and just like that, 3 frags are on the plate. They take all 3. Na'Vi have opened up this pistol round incredibly convincingly.
Yeah, that seemed too easy, didn't it? Just to smoke over towards short, one towards the market window, a couple of flashes, and in you go, even with that 3-man stack from Eternal Fire. Xantares is still going to have a look.
No shame in having a look. However, everything is covered off. And just getting away with your Kevlar intact is something, especially considering, as we know and learn from yourself and Alexi, they do like a second round buy. He gets himself an extra $300.
Well, for Navi, this might seem like the toughest round, right? That was their undoing over there on Nuke. The fact that Eternal Fire with a saved Galil, a repurchased MP9, and a couple of light pistol upgrades were able to make magic happen. Well, the push is still going. How far do you go, Zentaras? If you tuck into this corner, you can hear steps through T-spawn. He definitely heard that.
Yeah, man. Surely not anticipating. Yeah, this angle completely caught unawares. So a massive find from Zentares.
I feel like you're in a box right now if you're Navi.
And you're going to start feeling like you have to go forward. Going back, no longer an option. Woxic set for success, and he nails his shot onto Bit. He will go down. Wonderful fighting back. Calix. Around this smoke, he dropped for survival. He'll use it to delay, and yeah, there's a lot of other bullets coming down. Yeah, Bacardi's just counting on being able to get the info safely. Now, more nades could have Alexi B's name on it. They re-smoke window. Still got 60 seconds. You've parked Bit in B apps. You've moved JL away from A. And Bacardia, actually gets awkward for him. He has to back away. With him finding that frag onto Woxic. Gets a bit scary for Wicardia. Wonderful, nails his shot, and just like that, the whole defense collapses. Bit even winning his duel on the Bianca, so we can call this 1-4.
That happened very quickly, and it felt like Eternal Fire must have known that mid was somewhat susceptible, especially off the jiggle. Calix finds Imma, sure, but it should be the save. Already on the hunt is JL. By smoke for now, and just as it fades, Zentares. It's a dink for his troubles, but does get the kill. And Navi responds, so it was slightly compromised, but it was the biggest of Imma's deagle that was the one that opened up the round onto the AWP of Woxic as well. That must have been quite the shot.
Yeah, we might get to see that one in the replay. It seemed like unbelievable initially. When you saw it on the X-ray that this deagle was going to try and fight his way out of underpass, it didn't look like it favored Imma. The fact he's pulled one off, and it does lead to that house of cards just tumbling down. Calix, he holds on. He's done a lot there on the exit.
They got a little bit stressed on Nuke with the double ops as well, didn't they? Madja, only one kill to his name.
That's Zentares, though, just charging up mid. Sometimes he just takes these rounds into his own hands, had the spawn, takes initiative, and takes the head off of Alexi B. However, this Imma push. Catches Zentares completely unawares. He's got confidence back. He's making his moves, and he hasn't stopped. He's continued to push, trying to force the issue. Calix jump spotting, Madja onto JL. The AWP now revealed. A lot of pressure applied. He's got 3 players looking his way, and it's just Madja here. If Wonderful can find him, the opportunity. That would have been round-defining. Instead, though, a missed shot.
Bit could get, if Bit had the bomb, they could have tried to apply some pressure towards B. Now it's going to be a much tougher task. Imma can hear a lot of footsteps and rotations from this position if Eternal Fire allowed about it. But Wicardia knows this is a possibility. It's all going to come down to the timing of when Imma wants to initiate.
Wicardia silent. If he makes a sound cue, he's a dead man. And yeah, perfect. Well managed from Wicardia.
And now rotating over towards B, so they're ahead of this 40 seconds. Navi have to go for the finish. Madja is going to hit one with a flick of the wrist.
Yeah, rolling back the years. Madja the sniper.
And Wonderful the saver. 28 seconds, wants to hold on to his investment. Quite stop-start this half, right? The fights happen, we pause for a moment, some space taken, another flurry of kills. And Eternal Fire will be getting their second on the board through the double AWPs, but that will be known by Alexi, right? He'll know, okay, they have a double AWP set up. Do we want to try something a little bit faster, more poppy, but we've retained an AWP, so maybe we don't want to go in that fashion right now. Do we want to send Wonderful out to try and find a pick, heads up against Woxic, or the likes of Madja? Well, they will have enough money to get themselves a buy.
He doesn't have to throw him this time. What a luxury. A little bit delayed on the second, but the smokes will fly in all the same. Wicardia spotted out mid-side. Readies himself for that first tap, and wow, he goes ahead of the play. It's Imma using those dual Berettas, just spamming his mouse as fast as he could, and leads to a double kill. That's nice from Woxic, tracking Alexi in the back of the head. Not always easy. But it's a 2 versus 4 all the same. A P250 for Woxic. It's for Zentares. It's a good weapon for the job.
About to be 4 from 4 from pistols, a Navi.
Yeah, it certainly seems like a guarantee at this point. No doubt in my mind, Imma's going to mow down Woxic. Just like that. Actually, hold on. Woxic at least aware for the potential. They're just standing on the bomb saying, come and get it. You've got 20 seconds, and they're just begging for a frag. No one giving them anything. And now, with the time so close to elapsing, Zentaris just walks down the ladder. IEM can't believe it. He's like, someone holding it? No, clearly not.
All from 2023, and we're in the new year. We're already in February, so they've had a whole month to work on it. And, well, surprise, they showed that they can have decent form on it.
Good old-fashioned A execution. All 5 members of Eternal Fire looking to flood into this A site. Smokes in the sky. Frag in the feed. Madja draws first blood. Ricardia versus IEM, the next duel on the docket. It's karrigan, first bullet out of the AK. NAVI needs something from Wonderful on the CT position. Alexi joins him. It's JL actually catching Ricardia. He wanted to take jungle control, and it's cost them the advantage. They've lost it. It's foregone. And JL versus Woxic, they both take a heavy beating through the smoke spam. Not a comfortable retake whatsoever. Alexi B knows Woxic's trapped towards the Tetris boxes. Spots a glimpse of him on the jiggle. Zentaris smoked off for now, but it's still karrigan and Woxic hitting their shots. A good, must have been.
Visited 2 more.
All right.
Different look, more direct, not the default spread. Same smokes that make it look like they're taking this mid control, but IEM, it's way too quiet. Alexi doesn't really have a lot of help right now because Joe is in the vent room, needs to start pivoting back and fast. They're coming in.
Cardia in his timings, he feels like now is the time. Leaps through, he knows where they are. He's got them both right where he wants them. Playing in the safe spot, gets away from JL. Finally, the frag comes through, he's run out of bullets. Could be caught by the spread and extinguishing a retreat, playing the numbers game here.
Zentaris to work the space again. He's out mid on the lurk. We'll need to find a pick, and soon. Joe towards short could be his first target.
Yeah, JL's holding for it, just looked away. They're going to clear from Condo. He's just turned his back as Bit rounds the corner. Potency nullified now.
Here's lucky number 13.
Anubis is locked on in here for NAVI. Defense of the B's site. Madja, however, wants to change the dialogue. A 2 versus 4 for the map.
Even if the bomb goes towards A, Bit's up in Palace. Selling this fake, Bit's not going to move. They're going to allow the bomb to be the next key piece before NAVI do anything. You've got 25 seconds. Woxic essentially has a free sight, but if he walks in, starts punching in the digits, he's going to go down. Flanking B? Guys, the rounds, this game is over.
Seconds.
Let's go to the 3rd map, shall we?
It certainly seems that way. I mean, a triple plant, maybe.
He's dead, no matter what.
Oh, no, he's planning open.
No matter what.
It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. A 3rd map is required. Eternal Fire. They fall on NAVI.
NAVI taking on Eternal Fire. Oh, and we're already fighting. Quick connector, Biff.
Yeah, it's a nasty opening to concede him. I just wanted looking for info. He ends up dying.
This will be their first pistol, EF.
Be a perfect time to find it as well. Alexi B flashed, smoked, trying to contribute, but also backing the hell out of dodge. They've given them the sight. And trying to play this 4v5 retake.
They really like playing from B main. We saw this yesterday as well. They like to soak away a lot of that site pressure, play out in the main and fight together.
They're expecting no smoke, so it's a viable strategy with the plant as it is. They've used the flashes just to get in, so redundant. And no time for this.
Chasing ghosts.
Yeah, where are they? They can't even find. Look at karrigan. I mean, he's holding Dark. Sure, he can arrive there late. It's a beautifully executed pistol. I mean, Alexi was on the defuse. That was Zentaris just to pluck him off of it. And yeah, no time for this. He can get some kills, sure. But the round is Eternal Fires. And Woxic, he'll take a couple on the... To regroup.
The key is the orb, wonderful here.
Opts for this angle on the obelisk. As Alexi calls for aid. What's going on? A flurry of frags back and forth. It's going to be a 3 versus 2 thanks to the IEM FAMAS farming. Gets a triple onto Madja as karrigan punching in the code. Zentaris hunting for IEM. Could very well be determined by Zentaris. karrigan has got himself the AK-47. He's a sharp shooter as karrigan misses his opening tap and just...
Or gamble stack, and Alexi, you have to get a lot.
Oh, he's in so much trouble. The smoke may be a little bit of a savior, really. He can incendiary the default plant. Yeah, he's not ready for that. Woxic does sweep through.
How's he not ready for that?
Yeah, that is abysmal for Alexi.
The whole site was forgone. Alexi right now 0-4. And this is it. This is where your instinct as an in-game leader, you know, calling the bluff, thinking the tendencies that you've looked at. How do they rotate around when they are denied space? And this time, if they did think it was going to reroute them towards middle or A, that's the wrong call. Overwhelmed, nothing done, hardly even any damage at all.
Especially considering it was only those 2 AK-47s boasted, prioritizing the utility that works out for the fakery. Oh, if you lose your AWP here, Wonderful would be very, very upset if a wide swing in Maja showed up.
Wonderful's out of position. He's just had to go beach heaven to assist. Bogdan's Law and Wakadia through the smoke. B extremely susceptible. Back and forth they go, ping-ponging across the map. Eternal Fire are toying with them.
Alexi B, he's having a nightmare start to this Anubis. Elimination match. You don't want to be starting the third map like that. Oh, barrel. Spotted. Calix prepared. Bit aware. Adjusts. And makes it a 4 versus 4. Only for a moment. IMA extends their advantage. The CTs are holding on despite the loss of Alexi B through that smoke. Regrouping. You can see Maja bringing the bomb this way.
Bit's pushing again. They know it has to be
15 seconds, Chad. What are they supposed to do? Oh, man, that's a gift. IMA, he doesn't hit his shot. They are across, and they're punching in the code in time. Wonderful has caught Wakadia, and it's a hard fight for Maja. He is going to get run down. Wonderful making it work from the Ivy position, closing in on the AWP now, and a missed shot makes it very difficult for Woxic. Yeah, going to get sprayed. Oh,
It was committed, but Bit's here for oversight from camera.
ooh, that could be a well-placed HE. Oh, look at the chip damage, and it does destabilize the push. Could have done more with that. JL does go down, but his Bit goes wide. Ready for another engagement. Bit takes 2. It's a numbers game, and finding that double kill makes all the difference. Alex is across. Now they have the bomb, so no real potency to this immediately. He's got 44 seconds just maneuvering through that A site, looking to go round the world. Going to lose him, perhaps, but Wonderful's already considering the potential.
I was so focused on the mid-fight there. Did they extend out B main during all of that? Did IMA push for info? Because the rotation towards middle was there so quickly, it felt like clamping down together to deny the space for EF.
Yeah, no, I was hyper-focused on mid too. But you're right, it did feel like, I mean, maybe JL was just asking for it, but you wouldn't be doing double rotations. You had Bit and Wonderful there almost instantaneously. Spotted out now, no fun for Cal. AWP moving forward, magnetizing into the fight, trying to catch them ahead of the play. Oh, and he does. Catches Wakadia on the crouch, trying to isolate the duel. Woxic with the pre-fire clears out the AWP. It's IMA dead next at Woxic's hand. A double entry frag from Woxic. He is not giving up without a fight. And this retake uncomfortable now for Na'Vi. Good spam, brings Woxic low. A single bullet could do it.
They're all playing outside main again. This could get awkward with 2 Molotovs available. But Na'Vi are going to be so worried about site positions too. As they come in through connected, they can clear out pillar and turn their attention.
Yeah, at this point, Alexi's going to piece it together. It's too quiet. It's suspiciously quiet. Now the mollies are going to be thrown out. Woxic, that low HP, we discussed it. He's burning. He's gone down. Calix stands only for the one. It's up to Maja to deliver. He has to knock him off the bomb. Alexi, goes down. It's looking good. A messy spray, but is there time? It's too close. It's too close. Uncomfortable.
Alongside of JL, he'll be poking in from camera bits here as well. So they want to get some information, but it might be too little too late. As they clear middle, the fight is heading towards B.
Yeah, and what's IMA supposed to do with this?
At least it's retake.
Yeah, a 5v5 retake at this stage. I say that, Alexi B. He's been spotted out on Temple.
He's having one of those games, 7 assists.
Well, we all know how that feels. Certainly not what you want in your third map of an elimination match in Katowice. JL on the flank, he was being held, but he's just confirmed 3 bodies outside main. Still no smoke, but Bit's got ahead. Takes down Maja. Calix is coming to try and nullify him. Now that's a dink exchange. The Galil just body shots him down. Oh, and Zentares was full blind on that, just controls his spray masterfully. They're actually defusing! Alexi B! That robbery, that's thievery from Alexi B. And his defuse kit. Who needs kills when you can win rounds with a defuse? And now it's IMA making moves. Cuts down Maja with an aggressive maneuver.
I love that combo. You notice how it only disperses that left-hand side of the smoke so it can go for that type of a swing. He was using it yesterday as well.
Really cheeky. Oh, and these last 2 combination rounds, that's amazing from Wakadia. Was that full 30 bullets before he started to find Alexi?
Alexi may only have 1 kill for the half, but the fact that he stole away 6 to at least guarantee that for Navi is huge.
And these flanks from JL, you know, we just saw it in the previous, but it seems like he's kind of been reinvigorated. He's kind of sussed it out, solved what's needed from him from mid. Keep the pressure onto these B commitments like this. Oh, nearly missed out on Watzik. And Calix from the dark position has lost all of his teammates. IEM dancing around the site. Before, we've seen them defend Anubis 2 versus 5.
Yeah, but didn't Watzik have an AWP when he did that?
That's right. Just the rifle this time. And he's got nades in his hands. Throws that out. Alexi, be aware. Starts to unload his magazine. Pressure from every front, every angle. They're left with just the one. And this already bleak for Eternal Fire.
Beautiful in the lurk again from IEM, catching XANTARES. And this round is done and dusted. Just Magi, and look where he is. T-spawn, the wrong side of the map. May as well just be holding on to this one. 10, the double digits for NAVI, and it was beautiful. As soon as Alexi comes through, he's already brought the attention. It means they can't both be focused over towards that A push. The flashes come in, they separate the defense, they have the mid lurk. Picture perfect from NAVI. Looking right at home here on Anubis.
Like, yeah, you watch that one back, you try and find counterplay, and it was just, there's nothing for you there. Those 2 players stood no chance. There was no opportunity. That's just team counters. He's gotten away with the first. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, they respect the smoke. So darting back immediately, have drawn that out. Boosting up and over mid. Might be able to catch XANTARES looking, and they have done. They had the number advantage, but XANTARES still looking for a fight. He finds one that's not favorable.
Oh, that's going to be another horrible one for XANTARES to stomach. As the advantage squandered, and Calix goes trying to make a play. Not blind was IEM, still controls the spray. He could have another one here. Tagged up Magja, just spamming smokes. Magja's going to walk on this. No flash, but he's not ready. IEM not expecting this re-aggression. Wonderful at least trade, so that's still a 3v2. Alexi flanking Wicardia.
He's screwed.
Yeah, in the corner. It's going to be cleared. Is this Alexi B's second frag? Maybe not. Dinked up. They're pushing him. Wicardia is in so much trouble. And Alexi B will be kept on 1. The round, however, goes Navi's way. Watzik thrown into a 1v2. What can you do? What can you do? 2 bullets, 2 opponents, and a 10-second defuse ahead of him. It seems certain that a 12th is imminent. JL on jail, though. Oh, and it's held. Battling around your skull at the same time as you're trying to play Counter-Strike. It's not possible. It's not feasible. Pressure applied to the A side of the map once again as Wicardia goes trying to swing through. The frags are coming, and it seems certain that Navi will have one more best of 3 between them and this lower bracket run to the Spodek. The Falcons are waiting in the wings.
Oh, and now Falcons started to take flight, taking down Complexity. Another lengthy series, but more practice for this newly formed roster as it's just 2 more kills for Navi.
Mantra's hitting some shots. So is Alexi as his 3rd frag is secure.
We do it now.